You're going to kick off?
Yeah, it's just loading now. Let's change the view, and we're good to go. Let me put this on record so you can make you. Yeah, it's all good. Hello, everyone. Welcome back to not an episode of Friday Night Counter Attack, but a very special promotion from Friday Night Counter Attack. And as you have probably seen over the last couple of months, Arif and Vish are the co-founders. Yeah, we're loading. That's loading in the background. Hearing an echo again. I'll carry on. I'll just mute it from my side. But yeah, Arif and Vish have founded a football tournament over the last couple of years called Hall of Fame Mania. So they're here to discuss the upcoming game, which was on Sunday, the 1st of August as well. So, Vish, just to introduce it to everyone who doesn't know what Hall of Fame Mania is, just explain it to everyone who has no idea what it is, but you'd like them to get involved and you'd like them to be part of this upgoing and ongoing community of Hall of Fame Mania.
Wow, what a question. Yeah, so obviously me and Arif, we went to college 10 years ago, and we kind of developed a football competition amongst all of our friends, and we called it Hall of Fame Mania, and we built it to be, the biggest and best football game of all time. And we've got college friends from the past, got new people joining in, and it's just a massive football game. I can't stress how massive it is, and we're competing for bragging rights, trophy, medals, and we want this to go on for years and years. And I'm just finding it difficult to explain how big it is. Arif, do you want to chip in?
Well, what can I say that we haven't really said already? I mean, all the guys that are involved, all the guys that are spectating, for them, in terms of at this level, it's not going to get any bigger than this, especially for the guys that are playing. The guys who've not taken part in a Hall of Fame Mania before will quickly realize within the first 15, 20 minutes that this will be the best game they'll ever play when it comes down to intensity, when it comes down to the challenges that they'll face on the pitch, the aggression, the meaning. You will be able to see, and they'll be able to feel that this will be the greatest football match they'll ever play.
The best thing I can say is along that. Obviously, we're not professional footballers, and we don't actually have the feeling to know what it's like to play professional football. But for us, this is our World Cup final, Champions League final. It's the biggest of finals, and we've been building it. Well, we're supposed to have, as you know, we're supposed to have it last year, but obviously the pandemic hit and we were unable to put the event up. But it's this year, it's our World Cup final, and everyone involved at this year's event, they know what it means, and they've been building up to it, working out, and trying to make themselves better as a footballer and also as a person in terms of their fitness and how they work, how they communicate with people. It brings the best out of everybody. And this Sunday, 1st of August, it's going to be the final of all our hard work.
That's fantastic to hear. And that's something I wanted to ask both of you about as well. So obviously it's been delayed for a year. It's something that you've had a couple previous times as well. So Arif, if you just want to describe the previous history between the Mercenaries, which is your team, and Iron Warriors, which is Vish's team, and what do you think is going to be different about this game compared to the last couple of games?
Well, if we're going on history, this side has won it 3 times, and the other side has won it once. What's going to be different this time? I think we've got a lot more quality. I think we've got more quality than we've ever had on both sides. The quality and the level of football is going to be much better, which means it's going to be much better to watch. If you watch, the last few, it's been more on this side. I mean, I'm not being biased, but on this side, we've been blessed with good quality players. But this year, both sides have got quality players and players that we know very well, especially on the Iron Warriors side. You've got players that I really respect. You've got the likes of Sukja, who's won it with us on this side. He was the man of the match, actually, in Hall of Fame Mania 3. Got the likes of Connor, which I highly respect. Those two, massive respect on the pitch. And it would be good to see them But yeah, I would say to some of that question, it'll be the quality. There'll be much better quality on both sides this year.
Vish, would you agree or would you disagree? I'm seeing the quality on your side. I'm thinking at Friday Night Football, these lot are going to have a good game against us. Obviously, I'm on the Mercenaries team, but I think it's going to be a good game to see how Connor does, how Vish P does as well, and how yourself does as well, Vish. Would you agree that
Yeah,
it's good to have a good quality game?
yeah. First of all, I'd like to, before I answer that, I'd like to touch on the history aspect that Arif pointed out. Obviously, his side have got three, my side have got one. That's history. And many congratulations to his side for winning 3 Hall of Fame Manias, but he's not winning another one this Sunday. I can guarantee you that. In terms of quality, yeah, you know the quality that is there. Sanjeev, Connor, Suki, Vishp, myself. Yeah, it's going to be amazing. And obviously on their side, we know the strengths and weaknesses that they have, and they're a serious side. And as Arif said, the quality is going to be at its highest ever in Hall of Fame Mania history. So looking forward to it. As you know, on my side, I've mentioned in many videos that I've done post Friday Night Football. We've got an idea. We've been working towards it, and this Sunday is there. The final. We're looking good.
So, Vish, what makes your team stand out this summer compared to the last couple of summers? I know we mentioned quality, but have you got something hidden up your sleeve? Is there something you want to reveal to the listeners, to the viewers, that on Sunday we've got something special in mind for the Mercenaries? And Arif, I'll ask you that question after Vish has answered his answer as well. And
Listen,
no, none of these cheeky answers are we'll wait till Sunday. The
no, no,
viewers want to
look,
know, the listeners want to know. What have we got in
look,
plan for
look,
Sunday?
look. I was just about to give you a cheeky answer. Like, if I reveal what I'm going to say, the Mercenaries are going to have an advantage. So I can't pinpoint anything on that one, because we'll talk after Sunday. Obviously, after the game, we'll have a post-match interview, and you can ask me all the questions you want there, and I'm sure Arif's got the same belief as well.
Would you be in the same kind of mindset, Arif, not to reveal any secrets so far?
Absolutely no. I'll be completely straight up. We've got a merciless team turning up on Sunday. A team that won't really care if you're half unconscious on the ground. Our only goal is to win. That's our only goal. We've got some unbelievably good players. Before I might not know some of them, I've seen some of them. We've got some very, very good players. In my opinion, and I think quite a lot of people's opinion, and a lot of people after the game will see, on my team we'll have the best players ever that have played in the Hall of Fame Mania turn up Sunday. There won't be players nowhere near the quality that the Mercenaries will be fielding out on Sunday ever in the Hall of Fame. We've had the likes of Subchas, who, in my opinion, is probably the best Hall of Famer to play in terms of quality and ability. But come this Sunday, we'll have players far better than Sukchan. We'll have 2 or 3 of those. So there's nothing to hide here. We're going to turn up, and it's going to be pretty merciless what we're wanting to do to the Iron Warriors. One thing that I've relayed to all my team is we want to make the opposition never want to play this game again. Every single time they pick up a football, they will think of what happened on August the 1st. That is our goal. It is not just to win. That for me will be a formality if we turn up. But our main priority is to make sure these guys never want to play the game again, never want to compete in a Hall of Fame Mania again, and never want to play the game again. That's our only goal. And that answers your question, man.
Yeah, good answer. Nicely done. Before we move on to the next question, Vish, I just wanted to ask you, do you see yourself as having an advantage? Because with Arif's team, he does have players that are from outside of the local area of like Birmingham and the West Midlands, so he may not have got to see all of his players. So, like for example, he's got players in Stoke-on-Trent, he's got players in Bradford, Yorkshire, Batley, Dewsbury, whatever you want to call Salem. But I know that you've got 1 or 2 that travel away from Birmingham for work as well. So, have you had the opportunity to see all your players recently, or is it kind of just, I picked them in April, May? I'm happy to have them in the team, and come August 1st, they'll be ready? Or is there something that, again, you're going to keep coy about?
Look, man, I know Arif very, very well. I've known him for the last 10 years, and I know he wouldn't have selected his team no matter where they are based, Bradford, Stoke. He wouldn't have selected them if he didn't think they were good enough to be a part of his team. So in terms of my team, the way it's worked out, I've worked with each and every one of them. I know what they're about. I know their skill level. I know their passion for the game. As I said, like last year, we were supposed to have this game, and the idea that we've developed with the team members is just going to come into fruition this weekend in the final, and we're gonna win it. Like as the motto says, arrive, win, leave. I don't know if you can see this. Can you see that? Can you see arrive, win, leave? That is Team Iron Warriors in a nutshell, really. So that's what the focus is on. Obviously, we know what the opposition are about. I can't say much else, really.
No, that's a good answer. Fair enough as well. I just want to know, given the whole situation of the pandemic, the fact that us at Friday Night Counter Attack, we've kind of had that whole couple months of not playing football, not seeing each other. Does this make this the more sweeter event to have this summer because of the fact that we haven't actually had the summer of fully playing football from last summer to this summer? And even I've mentioned before on our little Friday Night Counter Attack interviews afterwards, I try a lot harder to play football. I've been exercising a lot better to play football as well. And then it's just natural. It's just seamlessly gone from Friday Night Football to being selected into your team, the Mercenaries, as well. So would you say the pandemic has kind of helped you form your super team? Would you say, Arif? And Vish, the same answer for you. Like, would the teams have been the same or different compared to last summer that you had in mind?
I'll answer the first bit in terms of how much having this has helped us. I think that's what you're asking the first part anyway. It's been something that we can obviously focus on. We've all had personal battles through lockdown. Some very big for some of us, and this has definitely been an anchor. One of the anchors that I personally and many of us have used to motivation to work out, to get healthier, to get the body right, ready for Hall of Fame Mania on August 1st. In terms of player selection, I always say, and this is a very familiar saying, a war needs to be won before you even get to the battle. That's how you win. It's won before you even get to the battleground. And I already knew who I was going to be selecting. Every single player that you see today was always going to be selected. So yeah, that's my answer to that question.
Brilliant. Vish, the same question to you for that first question about how the pandemic has affected Hall of Fame and how you've dealt with it and how the team have dealt with it and if it's a blessing in disguise kind of thing.
Obviously, it's the pandemic, aside from Hall of Fame Mania and including Hall of Fame Mania, has brought many, many challenges to all of us. And, the Team Iron Warriors camp, we've overcome these challenges. And if you were to ask me 1 year ago today, Vish, is this your team? I would say yes, 110%. I knew the players I wanted. I knew the character of players I wanted. I know the type of men that I have on my pitch in terms of giving 110%. I know it's just going to work. And as I said, arrive, win, and leave. Simple as that.
That'll be good as well. Again, I'm saying impartial because I'm the host for this. I can't be Team Mercenaries. But Vish, let's start with you for this next question. What makes your team stand out from previous years? I know you just mentioned the character and the men, but what makes it stand out for the general public who have no idea what Hall of Fame Mania is and they're going to be watching the highlights this coming week?
Listen, all our team got a lot of qualities. Each individual, they've got, when you compare footballers, you look. The main thing you look at is the character. And all my players that I've selected have very, very strong characters to deal with a lot of pressure. And obviously, the game on Sunday is going to be a high pressure situation. I know that team's going to be under pressure to make sure they get the win, but we're not going to let that happen, and my players won't let that happen. And we've obviously, you've probably seen the team sheet. We haven't assigned people with captaincy. Obviously, you've got my name as captain, but we haven't particularly signed people with vice captaincy because we don't need to assign roles like that. We've got leaders all over the pitch. So I can't say much more than that, to be honest.
No, that's a good answer. And Arif, same question to you. So why would a neutral want to side with the Mercenaries over the Iron Warriors?
If that neutral is someone who wants to see a no mercy kind of approach to a game, like, for example, I've seen players on the other side during mid-play asking another player if they're okay, if it's 50-50 challenge or maybe a foul. That kind of stuff I can't understand. This is the kind of things that you will not see on our side. It will be a completely merciless approach to this game. We do not care about the other team's health. Our main focus is to win. It's just business. It's talking about roles. On this side, we only conduct business. And in business, on this side, we assign roles. Everything is technical. Everything is attention to detail is massive. And to finish answering the question, if you want to see a completely merciless approach, come August 1st, that's why you'd side with us.
Brilliant. Good answers, both of you. And just to finish it off, you will both have closing statements, but I just wanted to ask both of you, can you just explain the whole game situation for the people watching? So how long is the game? How many players are there? And what really can we expect from the aftermath of the game?
I think I'll answer that one. You'll receive some comms. Everyone will see the comms in the coming days of the the rules and regulations of the whole game. So all I can say is I'll point people towards the Hall of Fame Network Instagram page because there's going to be some comms coming out on that one. Yeah.
Brilliant. So they can follow that. It'll be the amount of players on there. It'll be how long the game is and all of that kind of rules and regulations, Vish, correct?
Yeah, that's correct.
Brilliant. Right, we're around the closing mark now. So Arif and Vish, you got your closing statements. Say whatever you want to say to the opponent without interrupting. So Arif, you go first, and Vish, you finish off, and we're good to go. Go on, Arif.
So what I was saying to look, there's not really much I want to say other than what I've already said, but be prepared. It's going to be a merciless approach, and I want to say I've got some friends on the other side. I just want to say it's just business. If I hurt your feelings emotionally or physically, it's literally just business for us on this side. I don't want you to take it to heart. We're going to turn up and it's going to be a completely merciless approach. We're going to try and get into the heads, the emotions of these guys. Just be prepared for a completely merciless approach. And I just want to say I'm sorry.
And I noticed that with the mind games already with the number 4 star on your badge as well, Arif. So
good spot. This is the new kit. Completely forgot. And this is the new kit that will be all the Mercenaries team will be wearing on August the 1st. We're 3 times champions, but I put 4. That is how sure I am. On August the 1st, we will be lifting that trophy again to be 4 times champion. I have not a single ounce in my body, any sort of doubt of us losing this game. It's just going to be a case of how many and how we do it.
Brilliant. Vish, your closing statement. Go for
Obviously, my background says it all. Arrive, win, leave. Simple as that. Team Iron Warriors, that's what we're doing this Sunday, August 1st. And yeah, obviously I've got friends on the other side. I've got, there is new players on both sides. I'd just like to say, whatever, as a leader of the whole this with Arif, I'd just like to say, enjoy the game. And you will see an entertaining game, and this will be a game that everyone will remember for the rest of their lives. They will tell their kids, their grandkids, and in future Hall of Fame Manias, we will always refer back to this Sunday, August 1st. Team Iron Warriors, arrive, win, leave. It's as simple as that.
Brilliant.
There is no peace without war.
There's no peace without war. That's been a great promo.
There is no peace without war. That's what I'll end on.
I'm just going to be listening to the John Wick soundtrack on the way.
I think I'm going to leave my background empty so you can look at it. Arrive, win, leave.
They copied our style, by the way. Just to let you know, we did it first. Just to let you know. But anyway, it is what it is. Down to business on August 1st.
I was going to say your background just went off then, but it's all well and good. But no, Arif, Vish, thank you very much for joining the call. Thanks very much for promoting your event, because both of you have done so well to lead it, to make it grow over the last few years as well. And like you said, you wanted to make it the biggest event for the summer as well. So I'm glad to be involved in it in any way possible that I can be. Like I said to Arif, if I'm playing 5 minutes or 50 minutes, I'm all good. But it's going to be a great day. It's going to be a great game, like Vish said as well. And for new people that are joining, I'm not going to be the only one. but we're going to have to get used to the intensity, the rivalry, and really just get involved with it and immerse ourselves properly. So as a newbie, I can't wait. So thank you both very much for having me. Thanks for having us all. And we can't wait for Sunday, the 1st of August. Vish, Arif, thank you very much. Everyone take care.